While the CEO's wife was out shopping, she unexpectedly saw her husband walking with a scheming woman, but instead of angrily confronting them, she calmly continued shopping on her own. Soon, the woman stopped at a luxury boutique. She casually pointed at 2 pieces of clothing. The sales associate thought she liked those 2 and was about to pack them for her. But the next second, the woman said, "Wrap up everything except these 2. Then the woman changed into a red gown and went to the next store to clear out their stock. Her extravagant spending made the staff ecstatic. Even the people around her looked on with envy. The CEO was helping the scheming woman choose a bracelet. He glanced outside after hearing some noise and noticed that the figure looked very much like his wife. The next second, his phone buzzed with a flood of bank payment notifications. The scheming woman saw this and deliberately stirred trouble, accusing the wife of spending so much of his money. The CEO thought she had a point, so he decided to go check whether the woman really was his wife. Just then, his assistant called saying he had an important auction that afternoon and needed to be there as soon as possible. Helpless, the CEO comforted the scheming woman for now, telling her to buy the bracelet and send him the bill. The 2 barely missed crossing paths. A few minutes after the CEO left, his wife arrived at the same counter. Seeing the woman's beauty and elegance, the scheming woman, out of jealousy, accused her of being out looking for her lover and threatened to send photos to the elders. The wife wasn't fazed by the threat and slapped the phone right out of her hand. Seeing the woman's dominance, the scheming woman tried to report her to the CEO, but was stopped by the store staff because she hadn't paid for the bracelet yet. Shamelessly, she claimed the CEO picked the bracelet for her and demanded the wife pay for it. The wife pulled out a black card without hesitation. The scheming woman smirked for a second, only to see the associate hand over a hammer. The wife said she could pay for her but didn't want to give her the bracelet. Then she smashed the expensive bracelet and walked confidently out of the mall, because that night at the auction, she had a spectacular gift prepared for the CEO. Unexpectedly, she was approached by the CEO's friend, George, as soon as she left. Seeing how stunning and graceful she was, the man said traffic ahead was jammed and offered her a ride on his motorcycle to the auction. But she bought the motorcycle outright, revved the throttle, and sped off coolly. This made the man even more captivated by her. He told the CEO as soon as he arrived at the auction that he had just met the love of his life. Because the CEO had never introduced his wife to his friends, the man didn't realize the woman he fell for was the rumored boring and dull wife of his best friend. The CEO's company urgently needed Mr. Carlyle's overseas order. Coincidentally, the auction featured a keepsake from Mr. Carlyle's late wife. After learning how sentimental Mr. Carlyle was, the CEO decided to create the image of a perfect couple and win the item to build a connection with Mr. Carlyle. With the roar of a motorcycle, the woman made a dashing entrance in a red dress. The CEO was stunned by his wife's new look. George excitedly asked the CEO to help him woo the woman, only to be flatly rejected, and that's when he learned she was his friend's wife. The CEO angrily questioned his wife. "This auction is black and white themed. Why did you deliberately wear red?" Then he mocked her, saying even with a makeover, he still wouldn't spare her a glance and ordered her to change her outfit immediately. But the woman remained unmoved, saying she didn't care what he thought, she was only there for the divorce. Hearing this shocking news, the reporters became instantly thrilled. Unexpectedly, the CEO tore up the divorce papers, saying their family doesn't divorce, only widows remain. The woman responded that she would be dead soon. Then, the CEO only thought she was being unreasonable and still ordered her to change the red dress and attend the auction with him. Just then, the scheming woman arrived at the auction and exaggeratedly accused the wife to the CEO, saying the wife bullied her in the mall. George seized the moment and invited the woman to be his date. She agreed without hesitation. Seeing his wife getting close with another man, the CEO burned with jealousy inside. He deliberately bid on the bracelet George liked. Unexpectedly, George fought back for the woman. A $3 million bracelet was auctioned off at $100 million. The woman remained completely unfazed until the CEO was about to win Mr. Carlyle's Heart of the Ocean. The woman suddenly offered a $2 billion bid. The scheming woman jumped up in shock. Every time she made a complaint, the woman raised the bid by another billion until the price reached a staggering $5 billion. The scheming woman was so frightened, she dared not speak again. Guests admired the woman's woman's strong attitude and supported her, putting the schemer in her place. Even the CEO admitted that if it weren't for the scheming woman's provocation, his wife wouldn't have maliciously increased the price. Even at this point, he still believed everything she did was just to get his attention. Even the guests believed the woman did it all for the CEO's sake. Thus, the woman won the heart of the ocean at an outrageous price. Just as the CEO reached out to take the necklace, the woman publicly exposed Mr. Carlyle's fake devotion. She revealed the real reason his wife passed away was because her husband had betrayed their marriage. Then she threw the heart of the ocean to the ground and stomped on it hard. The CEO scolded her for going crazy, but then she asked again, "Can we get divorced now?"